I was coming out of my drive the other day, trying to get down to the parish hall to make sure that the kitchen was fully stocked with the things that you need in a kitchen. And I couldn't get out of my drive because Batman had blocked the whole road with visitors. I see the cars going past my window, and I saw a Joker mobile. I saw the Aquaman mobile. I think it was him. I don't know. It was wet inside, so I think it was. It might have just been a fish tank.
Well, we had this one Joker come in, and he wasn't right Joker. He called himself Joker, the Joker, and we said, "Go on then, tell us a joke, you Joker." And he said, "Oh no, I'm not that type of Joker." And he was looking a bit flustered, and we were like, "No, you got to tell us a joke. If you're a Joker, why don't you tell us a joke then?" And I think he didn't understand, and then I think he was after Batman. He didn't mention him, but he had that flamboyance about him of the sort of person that hangs around with a man in a cape. But we've had some unusual visitors to the village recently. I told Julie, the other Julie, me and her, we were going down, we were doing shopping, and we talked to Margaret, and Margaret told me that she saw Julie, and Julie told her that she'd seen this character down by the pub, and he was looking a bit suspicious, and she held her bag close to her chest, and she crossed the road because she was a bit suspicious of her. We've had a few strange folk in the pub lately, popping in. We had this one chap. He was he was American. My wife, she said that she overheard him down the shop the other day asking about some French brie.
I saw Batman there buying things, and I was like, "What are you doing at this garage? You should be coming down to me."
Now, I did have French brie once. I went on holiday to France.
Everybody knows that the village has got really great produce, but the real good bargains are on my counter. If you look here, I've got rock anthems. That's only £5. Over here, I've got push pops, and over there, I've got some reduced grain. And I don't know why that's there, to be honest.
But when you're here and you've got freshly made cheeses available on your doorstep, I don't see where there's a place for French brie. Nowhere.
It's awesome, Cress.
Yeah, a few of the oldies, a few of my dad and Pete's dad. Well, no, not Pete's dad. We don't talk about him, but my dad and a few of the other oldies, they like to keep the village clean. They're going in for the contest again this year. I know it's important to them. Excuse me. 1974 was the first year. 1982, 92, 93, 2 years in a row. 2001. Those years we've won Best Kept Village in England.
I've made an itinerary. Everyone's got their duty. There's the front drive. There's Old Lodge Lane. There's Ruby Row. There's the Pastor's Conundrum. There's Left Fields Avenue.
And I guess it's important to all of us, but we don't try and get too involved. Old Parishioner Gordon, he asked if we could stay in the pub when the inspection's on, so we're not causing too much ruckus. And that's why it's important that Batman gets his perennials in order out the front of his cottage, because if the inspectors go walking down Bat Lane looking for well planted flowers and they see the mess that his front garden's in, I don't think we'll be getting Best Kept Village. Also, I don't like him.
I've got a plaque. I bring it out this time of year, every year, and I want to make sure that everybody keeps their eyes on the prize. I thought it might be a really great addition to my garage forecourt if I add some hanging baskets and some extra plants around the pumps, but then it turns out that it's actually quite hard to hold a pump when you've got it in a flower pot, so I got told to take them off, but I still think it was a good idea, and if there was a award for best kept garage forecourt, I'm fairly sure I'd win.
Awesome Cress.
It's 2 weeks till the Ale Festival. I'm getting excited. Oh yeah, all right, yeah. 12th annual Ale Festival this year. It's been going for 30 years. Sometimes we forget. We go every year. It's hosted on my farm. They asked if they could host it there, and I said, do I want 13 real ales on my farm? Yes, I think I do. Thank you very much.
I got my mate, they call him the Thaniator, and he comes down and I pick him up and we go to the Ale Festival, and he likes to call me Five and Drive, because when I've had some ales, I can only drive a maximum of 5 miles.
And it goes down well every year. We never have any beer left over after the festival. I hope Batman does a brew, and I hope it's not an American brew. I don't like those American beers. I find them too sharp and a little bit insipid. What we do, sometimes we offer people a ride up to the marquee in the tractor, because it's quite a long drive. So I have a few. Obviously I got to taste them all, haven't I? Make sure they're all right. So then I get on the tractor and get people in the trailer, and we go to and from the marquee to the front of the drive.
The only thing we're waiting for now is that ale. I know we've got some great beers, but there's an element of concern down at the parish that Batman has been adding strange ingredients like vanilla that does not belong in beer. And I won't be drinking it.
It's awesome Cress.
We have a lot of clubs and societies around here for such a small village. My personal favourite, is the quiz night here at the Dog and Handle. Every week we have a quiz night.
We've got a great group of people down here most days. On Sunday we have Pastor's Boogie. That's a under 18s disco held by the local church.
And I think Batman, I don't know whether he could have a team on his own. He can't join our team because we're already full. I think it goes out saying that I run the running club and the power walking society and the badminton club.
We on Monday we have, well, they call it Mayhem Monday, but I like to just call it Dominoes.
So I think Batman would be a good addition because we're lacking in that middle distance runner category. I don't know whether you knew this. I imagine you do, having done your research. We are known around here for having England, I think actually Europe's oldest gooseberry growing club. The other Julie, she came down, she had a go that last week. She didn't take up on it though, she passed out after the first mile and we had to leave her in the pub.
Thursday we've got our reenactment club. They all meet and reenact the first farming event of the year, every year, as a reminder of what we do.
And I mean, Batman's welcome to come here with his American varieties and try and compete. But I just don't think he's got the experience to take me on at gooseberry growing. Joel Jeb, he does long distances. He did 40k last year. Spread over the whole year, of course.
But it was, I went round a corner and there was loads of people stood there. So I thought, oh, this is going to look so cool. So I beat my horn. And then I realised it was Batman doing his bit for the local deaf ramblers. Helping them get some rambling in, and they didn't hear me. So that was a waste of a drift.
It's awesome, Cress.
Oh, me and the girls will be round for the housewarming. Oh yeah, that's for sure. Me, the other Julie and Margaret and Denise. We'll get our Lamborghini on first though, getting the Lambrizer.
Well, I like to keep myself, except for when I'm behind the wheel, you know what I mean? You know, I was like sitting down at the lights, minding my own business in my little twin turbo, revving away clouds for days. Guess who pulls up? Only that Batman fella, he thinks he can beat me.
So there I was, sat in my favourite chair. I was, and the windows open and in came whizzing through this Batamarang, slammed into the wall right above my wife's head.
And I noticed there was a notice, that's what I noticed on the wall, that was stuck up there.
And I thought, what's that? I went over, had a look. It's an invite to his housewarming party. Yeah, the housewarming. We'll all be going down to that. The Lambrizer sisters, me and Bridget and Julie and Margaret. And we'll probably have a couple of glasses of Lamborghini beforehand. That's why they call us the Lambrizer sisters. And I'll take a bottle along and because it's take a bottle, share a bottle. I think that's the policy. We will be going, and when us lads, when we get together, I hope he hasn't left any valuables out. We're known around here for when we like to party, we party properly.
Well, I was coming past and I was revving away and beat my horn, trying to attract some attention. Not that I need it with my massive wheels. But I was there and I saw Doug, and Doug was pointing across the road. And I was like, oh yeah, I can see the Batman. He thinks he's got all the wheels in the village, but you know what? His Batmobile doesn't fit on my forecourt. When he comes down to fill up, he has to park in the car wash bay and use a jerry can. I win.
I think I might send him a letter and see if he keep the noise down. I don't want to be kept awake with his rattling and banging, all his rap music and his heavy metals, his sheet metal music. And hopefully he's got some good music on, and we'll be letting our hair down. Woo, that's what we do. We have a good party. Oh, you should have seen Bridget last weekend. Well, I won't go into it. We don't tell tales. But you should have seen her. Well, you should have seen her. I think it'll be a good evening. I hope so. I hope he's got sausage rolls.